Now, unlike Octopus Energy, I ain't going to beat around the bush when I name certain high-profile energy boss that's been talking absolute about heat pumps. When I say Dale Vince, the owner of Ecotricity, has been posting on LinkedIn and X and all these other social media channels giving absolute BS about heat pumps, saying that they don't do certain things. In this video, we're going to break down why he's wrong, show why he's wrong, and also talk about why someone who owns a green energy company might be anti-heat pump and pro-gas, because the answer is surprising. Now, before we dig into Dale Vince's reason for liking boilers over heat pumps, let's dig into his LinkedIn post. Now, he didn't like the fact that The Times did an article about heat pumps, calling them a miracle of science and denying the laws of thermodynamics. And then he made a castaway comment that they are just like fridges. Well, they are, Dale. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a fridge, it works perfectly fine. In fact, as you can see from my footage, you can see the inside of my fridge is cold and the outside of my fridge is warm, and where the compressor is, it's very warm as it expels that excess heat. Now, heat pumps are fridges, but they work in reverse, and just like your fridge, they'll keep the inside at the opposite temperature to the outside. So yes, they are fridges, but fridges do their job. Even if your kitchen is 30 Celsius, the inside of your fridge is still cold, and just like a heat pump, even when the outside is -5, -6, the inside of your house stays at 21, 22. So who is Dale Vince? Well, like I said before, Dale Vince is the owner of Ecotricity. Ecotricity outdates Octopus Energy by quite somewhat. In fact, many EV owners will know who Ecotricity are, because they did start with the very first early EV chargers. Before rapid chargers, they were just plugs on a motorway, and then he upgraded them to actual chargers. And then some people may feel that he held the networks back somewhat. I'll let you all argue in the comments whether he did good or bad, but he's a self-confessed eco-vegan pioneer of the industry, and he also, like I said, predates Octopus Energy in selling customers green electricity, but also sold them dirty gas. More on Dale on gas in a bit. Now, Dale said another myth, and we're going to break it down into two parts. He said that heat pumps work at half the temperature of a gas boiler. First of all, gas boilers typically don't tend to run any hotter anywhere than 80 Celsius. That tends to be the absolute maximum of most boilers I could find online that are sold today. Now, that is not saying that there are some old installed boilers in some people's homes that will run hotter, but typically boilers don't tend to go hotter than 80 Celsius in a typical home. Now, this heat pump behind me, this is a cozy heat pump. Most modern heat pumps being installed now are now called high temperature heat pump. These heat pumps can run up to 70 Celsius. Now, that's what they've been tested to. They've been tested a little bit higher than 70, but this is commissioned to run up to 70 Celsius. Now, right now, I've got the water running at a lower flow temperature. It's roughly half of what a gas boiler is, Dale. It's at 40 Celsius. And that's only because I'm trying to push the heat pump to run so I can record this video with the FLIR camera. But typically in a day like today, which is fairly mild, it would run colder than that. It would run 30 Celsius. Now, gas boilers and heat pumps share something in common, and that is the cooler you run both of them, the more efficient they are. In fact, a modern home with a gas boiler typically won't have that gas boiler running with weather compensation between 40 and about 55 Celsius. So that means that even with a gas boiler, they're running in the ranges that heat pumps run. Now, some people will install a heat pump that runs even lower, 30 Celsius, up pretty much all the time, and some will run heat pumps with a 50 Celsius higher cap. But both of them are what modern boiler systems typically tend to be installed with, because it's more efficient. The more efficient it is, the less electricity or gas you'll use running both. Now, to prove my fact, before I got a heat pump, before I was even thinking of getting a heat pump, I did a video, you can see that top right, of running my gas boiler at between 40 to 50 Celsius in my home to see how much money it would save, and it saved me a fortune and ran perfectly fine. So let's get back to Dale and gas. Now, if you're not aware, Ecotricity sell gas, and Dale loves gas, and I'll tell you why he loves gas. Dale has a plan to sell what he likes to refer to as green grass. Now, green grass would be growing fields of grass and then mowing that grass and then putting it into a system to create gas, methane gas, that you then pump into the gas network. Now, green gas basically is fully grid carbon neutral, because you're basically just growing grass that would absorb that carbon and then recreating the carbon to be burned into gas. And it's a repeatable process. It's not removing any carbon from the atmosphere, and it's not adding to it. You can all argue how green grass is green or not green down below in the comments, but essentially he is creating a renewable piece of gas infrastructure by doing that. That's why Dale's pro-gas. It can keep your gas boiler and you can carry on producing gas in the way that Dale would like you to do. The problem is, what I think you should be better doing with the gas is using that gas to go into a gas turbine plant to create electricity with that green gas, which is more efficient being burnt in a gas turbine than your boiler. Boilers are only at best 90% efficient, some are far worse, but a turbine in a power plant is paid for every single inch of efficiency. It makes more sense burning it in one of those plants, creating electricity and then sending that to the electrical network where one of these machines can convert it to 400% efficiency, because typically a gas boiler is 90% efficient, but a heat pump could be 400, 500% efficient. And that's Dale's next claim, which is these aren't cheaper. Now let's get to another myth that Dale said. Now he said to run a heat pump you need underfloor heating or special radiators. Well, you can clearly see from the flare camera this is not an underfloor heated floor. I don't have underfloor heating. You can run a heat pump with underfloor heating, and having a larger radiator, as in underfloor heating, because that's what underfloor heating is, having a larger radiator means that it will cost you less because you have a larger surface area. More on that in a minute, I can explain that a bit better. But let's just talk about radiators. Now this is a normal radiator. This is the same radiator I had before I had a heat pump, and it's the same radiator I still have in now. Now I have 16 radiators in my home when I had the heat pump installed, and I now have 17 radiators. Octopus had to install one extra radiator. Now they did change some of my radiators. So they changed 6 radiators in total of my 16. So out of my 16 radiators, they changed 6 radiators to slightly larger radiators. So we're talking one was slightly longer, one was slightly taller, one had an extra fin in the middle. We're talking very minor radiator changes for me in my home. It can be different for every single home. Now, if you don't want any radiator changes, Octopus offer an install called Turbo, where they can increase the flow temperature, so the temperature that the heat pump will run at means the heat pump runs hotter, and you need either less or no radiator changes in many circumstances. And if you go to evnic.com/heat pump, you can get a quote on either the Cozy, which is the cheaper install, or the Cozy install, which is the cheaper running install with more radiator changes, or a Turbo install, which will cost slightly more to run, but be less intrusive on radiator changes. So you can have either of those two options. All the 6 radiators they changed are regular radiators and absolutely nothing special about them. So here we have a candle burning at what the flare camera will detect up to, I believe is the limit of the flare camera, 130 Celsius. So very, very hot. In fact, Dale, you'll find this is hotter than a gas boiler. However, this candle I could leave in this room all day and it's not going to heat my house. It's not going to heat my room, it's not going to heat my house. Now, if you move the candle out of the way, you can see behind you is my radiator. Now, the radiator at its hottest point at the moment today, up here, is 34 Celsius. Now, this radiator will heat my room, will heat my house at that lower 34 degree temperature. Now, the reason I've used the candle is hotter than the radiator, but it has a smaller surface area than my radiator. So imagine this candle now is a huge flamethrower, the size of the radiator. It would, of course, heat this room up very quick. This being a full gas candle radiator would warm the room very quickly and in no time at all, much quicker than this 30 Celsius radiator. But doing so, it would use a lot more fuel, a lot more gas, a lot more energy to get that room hot than this radiator would running at a cooler temperature. Both can do the same job. One will take longer, one will take more power to do it. And which is better? Are you better waiting maybe an hour or two for the home to get warm but cost you far less energy to do the same job? Or should you just burn as much energy as possible at a hotter temperature to achieve the same results. Hotter isn't always better, as I've just proved with this candle. The candle is hotter than the radiator and a gas boiler, but it isn't big enough to heat this room. Well, Dale, unfortunate for you, I've had a look at some figures, and the average SCOP for Octopus Energy installations is 3.3. That makes it price parity with a standard gas tariff and a standard electricity tariff. 3.3 is exactly price parity, there's no price change. However, even with a lower SCOP, you can still be cheaper or the same price as gas, depending on how low you go on the SCOP. And that is by using tariffs that are made for heat pumps. Now, Octopus Energy make an Octopus Cozy tariff, British Gas make a heat pump tariff, OVO make a heat pump tariff. I think OVO have stopped theirs, but British Gas make one, and a couple of other companies all do a heat pump tariff, where you can run the heat pump for less on certain times of the day, and that brings down the total running cost and means even with a lower SCOP, you can be cheaper than gas. However, we'll go even further. If you look at heatpumpenergymonitoring.com, they've got some SCOPs of over 5. So you can design a system to get a much better SCOP if you want. Yes, it pushes the installation price up of the total install. So it does depend whether you want to do it with tariff manipulation or just have a basic standard cost of a heat pump. But the point is, it's not going to cost you more than what Dale's trying to make you believe. It can cost you the same or much, much less. However, you add in batteries, solar panels to this, and it's a no-brainer. With my batteries and solar panel system, my bill last year was £300 for running the heat pump in total. 300 quid for the whole year. Oh, sorry, I've just realised that's the whole house electric with charging my EV was £300 and running the heat pump for the whole house. My gas bill was more than £300 a year. So adding heat pumps with a gas boiler being removed, no more gas standing charge. Now the Cozy heat pump doesn't have an emergent heater on it, which means it can heat the water in the tank quite happily to 60 Celsius. As we said, it can heat water up to 70 Celsius, and it will heat the water a little bit hotter to get the tank to 60. But as we got it to 60, in this here, as you can see it coming out of the tap, the water, according to this child thermometer, is 52 degrees, but also, as it's blinking red, it's telling you it's far too hot to bath in, because most people don't want to scald themselves when they have a bath. So normally most people would heat their hot water in their tank to what they're going to shower with, so about 40, 45, and then mix a little bit down with cold water so it's a pleasant and comfortable shower. I mean, you may have a bath at 45, you may have a bath at 42, but typically most people don't want any warmer than that, because any warmer than that they're going to scald and hurt themselves. So this is way too hot to have a bath with, as it's flashing red, and perfectly warm and straight out the tap. So it doesn't heat at half the temperature of a gas boiler. It will quite happily heat to the temperature of a gas boiler. But again, it's pointless heating a gas boiler hot water to your taps at 70, 80 Celsius, because A, you're not going to wash with it because it's too hot, it's going to scald you, and it will cost more to heat water at those temperatures. It makes more sense to heat the hot water to a temperature you actually need, not what I've heated it to try and prove Dale wrong. Finally, why does Dale Vince hate Octopus Energy, heat pumps, and seemingly Greg Jackson? Well, think about it this way. You were in an energy company selling green energy, and a new company came along, set up, got record investment in record time, overtook you in no time at all, then overtook the largest monopoly company here in the UK and became the largest energy company in the UK, the first time the main market leader was ever overtaken, ever, by anyone, and no one ever thought it would be possible to overtake that other energy provider. How would you feel if all that happened after all the time and effort you spent in promoting green energy, and then your Labour's largest private donor, or one of Labour's largest private donors, and you have an energy company, and then you find out that the guy who started the other energy company that beat you at every other milestone has been appointed an executive position on the UK cabinet as the energy minister? I mean that must really hurt the largest Labour donor who has investments in green gas, who's been overtaken and been shown how to run a green energy company ethically and efficiently in a top manner. It must really really hurting. So if you're thinking about getting a heat pump, go to evnick.com/heat pump, fill in that form, and you get £100 off for a heat pump if you get Octopus Energy to install it. If you want to see my cop of my cosy heat pump, then check out this video here, or if you want to see my solar panels that I'm running this off, see this video right here.